I took my revenge. He went on leave for a while. The life was peaceful. And then when he came back, I decided. This is episode 10. Nothing is your fault. The hostel room was unusually quiet that evening. Rain tapped gently against the iron window grills. Jules sat cross legged on Suji's bed, watching her friend carefully. Suji had always smiled, always joked, always acted stronger than necessary. But today, there was something fragile in her silence. Jules hesitated for a moment before finally asking the question that had been sitting heavily in her heart. How did you choose someone like him, Suji? The question wasn't judgmental, it was soft, curious, pained. Suji looked down at her fingers, gently tracing the edge of her dupatta before giving a faint, broken smile. Then she began. I am the only child to my parents. Dad is a Malayali, mom is a Tamilian. We are from Alapura, Kerala. That's where I was born and raised. Tamil came naturally because of Amma. My parents, they gave me everything. I completed my UG there. But when it came to PG, I wanted more, better education, better exposure. So I came to Pondicherry, MBA in finance. She paused, as though remembering the girl she once was. In my final year, a group from an NGO came to our college hostel. They were collecting unused clothes, funds, essential for children and the elderly. I really admired what they were doing, so I volunteered. At first, it was just helping them sort clothes, then fundraising, then visiting shelters. Her lips trembled slightly. That's where I met him. One rainy evening, we were trying to help homeless people move to a shelter before the storm worsened. It was chaos, and he helped. He arranged transport, spoke kindly, stayed till everyone was safe. It began with a thank you, and slowly became a friendship, then closeness. One day, he proposed. Suji laughed bitterly. I told him I needed time, but then he participated in a race and met with an accident. When I asked him why he'd push himself like that, he said, I did it for the children. I was moved. I thought, how rare is someone like this? So I said yes. Her eyes glistened now. Days became weeks. We roamed the city, shared dreams. But he never crossed a line. That made him more trustworthy. I told my parents, Dad, she smiled sadly. He's a wonderful father, but beliefs, customs. Once he decides something, he never bends. He was upset. But mom convinced him. Mom always convinced him. She said if I believed in him, they should at least meet him. So they came to Pondicherry. Jules leaned in, already dreading what came next. Suji's voice cracked. I wanted to surprise him. My parents were staying in a hotel. I was just about to call him, but fate decided I should know first. He was there, in the same hotel, with another woman. Jules froze. Suji's jaw clenched. He was sitting too close, too intimate. There was no misunderstanding, no confusion, no excuse. He saw me, and for the first time, he looked scared. I slapped him right there in front of everyone. My dad, her tears finally fell. He didn't even stay for 1 minute. He held mom's hand and left Pondicherry, left me there. For a moment, only silence remained. Then it took me 2 months, 2 whole months, to make Appa speak normally again. Mom supported me, but she made me promise that I would marry the man they choose. It's been 6 months. Suji wiped her tears and gave a hollow laugh. And this scoundrel, he helped me join the school when we were together. And once we were done, I wanted to resign. But Hema ma'am made me stay. It was personal. I couldn't ruin school operations over my past. So I complained about the way he behaved with female students. But there wasn't enough proof. He went on leave for a while, and life was peaceful. Then her eyes changed. Pain became fire. But when he came back, I decided this time I'll gather proof. So I did. I took my revenge. He deserved it anyway. She turned to Jules, a real smile this time. And I earned you. Jules didn't speak immediately. She simply moved forward and hugged her, not out of pity, not sympathy, but fierce understanding. Then she whispered, "Nothing is your fault, Suji. He never deserved you. You just learned the truth before it was too late." Jules pulled back, her voice now colder, sharper. And dismissal from school is not enough for him. Outside, thunder rumbled in the distance. Inside the tiny hostel room, two wounded women sat side by side. One had survived betrayal, the other had just found another reason to fight. But somewhere beyond their fragile peace, a storm was still waiting. Dismissal was only the beginning. What waits for him next? Will he harm or be harmed? Stay with me right here for episode 11. This is Between Love and Truth, where love is deep and truth runs deeper. Thanks for listening.